Rob, I wanted to ask because we didn't get to this subject yet. The whole Marvel, Disney,
Oh,
Ditko,
I have to
this
get a
whole thing
beer.
that
I will
just
be
came
back.
about today. I mean, oh shit! No, man is like, all right, I don't know anything about this. No, but we didn't get to the subject, sadly. But man, this just kind of came out today, and it's like, what the? I mean, it's crazy because reading through the article, it's like, all right, and even THR updated their article saying like, okay, they wouldn't lose. They would. It's not like they would lose Spider-Man and these various characters. They just wouldn't have. They wouldn't have it full rights, I guess you could say. So, what are your thoughts about all this?
So I read up on all the details, but we do know there's a history of this before, right? Even the same lawyers involved, right? So this has happened with DC as well, and DC won. Look, my stance in all of this, and my side of the business, has always been pro-consumer, right? So for me, like it's hard to side with the corporate, especially a company like Disney with their history of how they handle all things when it comes to creators. I mean, look at even like trying to pay off Jim Starlin. It's like, shut up, stop complaining about Thanos. Here's a little money. At the same time, we know like all you get for creating a character is like it was like $5,000 and tickets to the premiere, and sometimes they forget your name. It's like, come on, guys, you're making $1 billion movies. Make your creators rich. Back in the day, they did it right. You owned a piece. Like Rob Liefeld did it right. For all the crazy shit he says, he owns a piece. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's always, no matter what happens, he's always right about Deadpool, even if he contradicts himself, because he gets a piece, right? So I do believe it's from a legal standpoint, legal corporate standpoint, these were work for hire contracts. The company owns them. That's how it was. And the heirs and the estates want some of that easy money now, but legally 99% of the time they're just too late. It's not going to happen. And that's how it shakes out in court. As much as I want it to go the other way, it would be nice if the creators and their families got a piece forever, a small percentage. Just like our
all
boy
I
Mark
want is
Hamill,
for Disney to have to make original IP. That's all I'm asking, Disney.
But
that's all
we're talking about. But we're talking about IP that's worth billions of dollars right here, and that's the bad part. It's like original IP, cool, we want that, but at the same time, we're talking about Spider-Man. We're talking about these characters that are worth billions now.
Yeah, honestly, they are just, it's a pure play to, well, first of all, as law would have it, you have to set your precedent, right? You got to protect your IP at all costs, no matter what, right? That's just, you have to do it as a lawyer. So everything else is irrelevant.
Rob is a part-time lawyer, in case you guys
I did study a bit of law, but it's boring. It's boring.
Wait, do you actually have your JD?
Yeah, no. I have a master's degree in economics. That's where I switched to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, fuck that law shit.
Yeah, fuck that law. I have a poli-sci degree I don't even fucking use. So
yeah, well, I finished economics, and I'm like, I'm not working for a bank, and I started writing about movies, and now I actually do all the economics and marketing and programming shit I did in school. Funny enough,
so it actually worked out.
Yeah, in the end, 13 years later, I'm behind the scenes doing all the boring corporate stuff.
You should update your college now. Hey, I'm finally working in my field.
Yeah, they've asked me to come in actually to do things. I'm like, I don't even have time to eat 3 meals a day. What are you talking about? What were we talking about? Oh yeah. So it's tricky, but here's the thing: like, I like looking at it from the other layers. Like, the optics of this is just bad, right? Like, Marvel's already, even DC, but more, I would say more so Marvel Comics. Like, it's, if you have a name, why would you work for Marvel? You're not going to own your shit, right? Your pay on average, unless you're some superstar like Hickman, you're not going to get that much money. Why wouldn't you use that platform to go to Image where you own it? You know what I mean? And like, every property from a name is going to get bought up and sold right away by someone, right? For licensing and TV deals and this and that. So you don't need to go to Marvel. You don't own your characters. You never will. So like, Amanda, what you're saying is like, create new characters. Marvel doesn't want to. They got 20,000 registered IP already. And that's worth more than anything we could possibly create. And they don't want to create shit because that means new complicated deals, right? So everything's so controlled and limited and recycled. That's why in the future, like, that's just going to dwindle. Right? The value of that now is in licensing the movies, right? So why not create something new and awesome, like, or different? Like, look at The Boys and Amazon. That's exciting because it's different. Yeah, and get more of that. Even, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but Why the Last Man is a great comic series.
Oh my god! So
I've seen it all.
Girl, when people talk, people are like, comic book movies, and I'm like, can we get Why the Last Man? Can we get Saga? That's what I want. I want Saga, and I want Why the Last Man. Why the Last Man? Why the Last Man?
haven't checked it out yet. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think the first 1 or 3 are out or something. I forget what they released, but a while ago I saw like mostly cut like the whole thing, and it's like I really dig it. So,
I love
but
it.
more of that. You know what I mean? That's these people that create these runs that are
I haven't
not
seen
this.
it. I've just read the book.
But the point is, the owners own a piece. You know what I mean? So like get that Kirkman money. You know, so yeah, it's creators not being rewarded for this. Like the Jim Starlin example with Thanos and all the cosmic stuff, it's insane. They should be paying these guys.
and happened with Joel Schuster and with the whole
Totally.
Superman thing. Yeah.
I think the IP law should include a partial ownership no matter what. Like you always get those royalties forever, always.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Sorry, Amanda.
So no, the question. So wait. To go off of that, the question then becomes: does the manager of the estate get those royalties? That's
the estate does. The manager is fighting on their behalf, right? So I'm sure they get their cut, but the estate should have a percentage. It can be 0.1%. The point is they should get something, right?
Right.
Their name should always be tied to that character, and there should always be compensation. That character's going to be used forever. They should always own a piece of it. Or in the case these work for hire models, maybe they just work in a time limit, like copyright, like normal copyright. Again, Disney fucks with that too, right? Look at the Mickey Mouse thing. Like there's after a period of time, that should become public domain in copyright law, right? In terms of IP, if you work for how you create a character, there should be something to protect the creator if they were taken advantage of, or if something they created for $500 becomes a $6 billion asset.
Someone in
20
chat
years.
right now is like NFTs. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
I know that's the whole thing now. It's like NFTs. I'm trying to understand that now. But
It
whatever.
doesn't.
I have a lot of friends into it in a big way. It's a very weird thing.
Yeah, it's I go on
It's
TikTok.
an MLM. It's an MLM for men. Stay
Oh,
away.
an MLM.
It is. It is.
Oh, watch out
I
for
don't know
those
how else to
MLMs.
tell you guys. Don't do it. But the that isn't that always the eternal question with art though? Is like once the art is published for the audience, who owns it?
Well, the second question here is how do you define art? Is the one piece they created that 1 year, or is it how it's reused and retranslated 20 years later for a different medium, and then again for another medium?
Yes.
So who owns that? I don't give a shit, but the person who created it should get a piece, right?
Yeah,
So,
always.
That's how I would look at it.
If the iterations would not exist without the original art form, like the first person to make the character, and then there's 20 movies made with that character, none of those movies would exist without that character.
Totally.
So, like,
creator should always get a piece.
Yeah, and doesn't. I mean, it's such a minor piece of the puzzle.
Even if
and like just like a little
control,
percentage, a small percentage, which is good for them because I mean, if a movie's gonna make, I mean, if you have like you have Spider-Man that's in like a $2 billion movie, it's like give a little piece to this over here.
Yeah, it's like reward the creativity. Always.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the incentive?
Yeah.
What they're saying is it's better just recycle something you own fully versus giving creators something.
People to some people to know your name, Rob. It's the exposure, don't you know?
Yeah.
But how do you think this is going to end? Do you think it's just going to end with like a settlement, or what do you think?
Marvel's going to own their shit and it'll be done with it.
Yeah.
It's just right now. There's a reason it's extremely public right now. It's an optics game, right?
I don't think they're going to come to a settle. They won't have to pay, and there will be no settlement because the case will not progress.
Yeah. It's right now. It's a PR game to try to get to someone to pay someone something to shut up. Which is the Starlin factor. Same thing. He was going crazy, and then he shut up. He's like, "Oh, Marvel made it right." And then he got angry again, and he's like, "So it's like, Marvel probably threw him like, $75K or $100K." It's like, dude, shut up. Like, actually, though. And then but who knows?
Money. That's what it is. Yeah, I know. I mean, that was like the big thing that was talked about today, but it just seems like it's just going to blow over pretty quickly. Probably,
yeah, we'll forget about it in 2 weeks, I'm sure.
Yeah. Even tomorrow, everybody's going to talk.
I was just going to say, or tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we got Netflix thing, we got DC Fandom, and then
Disney Plus. Is anybody going to be talking about this next week? I'm like, I don't think so. Probably not.